Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job. I'm working till everything fall in place. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like oh yeah, Beanie up Scotty, we going up crazy. Yeah, me and my posse. When it's time to get it, we body to body. Cause bodies get left when we leave the party. Don't get me started. Don't make
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I'm sitting over here like I'm in a courtroom for real. I feel nervous. I'm having flashbacks over here, man. I had to experience this a couple times, man. So just chilling. Let me get serious. Just chilling. We are having a very serious and somewhat sensitive topic tonight, but we are going to be having fun with it. And like Keisha said in the intro, we're not here to offend anyone, male nor female. You do have child support does involve two parties. So just here to have a good time and talk about something that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. If you know me, I'm not afraid to talk about anything. So.
All right. So I just want to ask the audience a couple of questions. Like, do y'all feel like the child support system is fair on both sides, both parties? And do you feel like child support should not just be used as like finances? It should also be, parent involvement as well. And then another thing is, do y'all feel like sometimes child support can be weaponized? So I'm just going to say for myself, I do believe that, sometimes the system is not fair for both parties. Whomever, because we have male and females that are on child support. And sometimes it's not fair for the mother, I'm sorry, the other party that has custody of the child, because they may be getting like $11 a month and you have another person that is getting child support and they're getting $1,600, so it's just like, where does it become like, abuse?
Well, I think abuse can come from both sides, but instead of saying we're just going to put the standard, it's typically the mother has a child, the father is paying child support. Let's just stick with that standard. So a lot of times I believe when people pay child support, they try to govern the child support, meaning you can't pay it and control it. I was guilty of that with my oldest daughter. When I first paid child support, I would try to pay it and be involved in what was happening. And my mom told me, once you pay it, it's out of your hands, literally and figuratively, And I think it can be used and it can be abused, but as with anything else, and we know this really don't happen, it's got to be some type of communication. And typically that's not the case. So does it get abused? Yeah. And looking at the male standpoint, how can a male abuse child support? I'm paying child support. I should be able to come over here anytime and see my child. No. There's still a standard there. You can't just go over this woman's house every time just because you pay a child support. You want to pop up at 2 a.m. Hey, I want to see he or she is asleep. No, it don't work like that. Or hey, you want to go to the movies since I paid child support last month? No, this ain't no dating. I don't remember the court saying this was a dating support. It said child support. So I think it can be abused both ways.
Right. And I agree with you, because I have seen it happen where if you're not doing what I want you to do, like say, like the female, she may still have an attachment. Well, if you can't come over and kick it, then, you can't see your child. Or if you don't do what I say, I'm going to go down there and get a raise, so it's just, it could be like, in that case. And then you have some people that don't actually get support at all. Like, for instance, it seems like it's always the ones that want to do right that don't end up getting anything whatsoever. Yeah. Because you have cases where I know people that literally the court will set a time for the child's father to see them or the child's mother to come and see their child. And then when they pull up at the designated spot that they're supposed to be picking them up, or they try to come get them, they're like, no, they can't, I can't meet you right now. I can't bring them over right now. And, but when it comes time for that, say, parent to drop the child back off, they're acting a fool if you 1 minute late, and want to call the police. So,
yeah, it's definitely, one thing, and I'm gonna get the party started. I come here to represent, and I see a comment here. What's up, Rich Black Man? What's up, One Crafty Sister, the Nichols 13, Uniques Garden, from Justin Williams 269 said, being a person that's on child support, I think the system is not fair. If you could do me a favor, Justin, hey, elaborate a little more if you don't mind. Just say, hey, why do you think it's unfair? One thing, I'll tell you one thing I want to start right off the bat is when people in a general spectrum, like right now, talk about child support, one thing that's not taken into consideration, every state has different laws.
Yeah.
I looked up today where in Texas, you have to pay 20% of your pay after the deductions. So your take-home pay, basically.
Oh, that's after taxes.
In California, they had a whole algebra equation, and I lived in California. I mean, seriously, when I Googled it, it was like H plus X equal K, and I'm like, and I wasn't on child support in Texas. Now, if I was, 20% of take-home pay for a child, you could be coming off rather easy. That's in Texas. But if you're in California, and I was in California, it was calculated by your pay. I want to say back then it was your gross pay. So this is before everything. I can't remember the percentage, but that percentage was also affected by how much time that both parents say that the paying parent, which was me, the father, got a chance to spend, or actually spent with this child. And me being in the Navy at the time, it was hard to come up with a specific time. So it was kind of calculated. I forgot what year it was, but my daughter going on 30 now. And at the time I was paying $1,475 for one child.
That's a lot of money, especially 30 years ago. That's some real paper, so.
I remember I asked the judge, I said, is this mother and daughter support? Well, what the hell wrong? Who am I supporting here? So I couldn't help but wonder, in any instance for anybody, how much of the money actually makes it to the child. We know no one's giving the child a check and said, here you go, but how much is actually spent on that child? And you may be about to address that. That's one of the things I wonder, from case.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. You can't govern it. So therefore, like whatever she chooses to spend, then that's what's spent. You know what I'm saying? It's not governed where, they have to spend this much on education, this much on this, that, and the third. But my problem comes in when, like, say I'm paying $1,600 and then I turn around and have to do extras. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that I faced personally when I paid that $1,475, and I see Justin came back and said in Tennessee and Mississippi they can take up to 50% of what you make. I'm gonna put what I was about to say on pause and address this, because 50%. I'm just gonna do some simple math here. If it's 3 people in the house, me, the mama, and that baby, and I'm the only one working, we take all my money and everybody get an even cut. I know this ain't about to happen. I know me and the baby mama ain't gonna take 25 a piece and get a kid 50%. That don't even make sense. So how is a child, when a man is working, how that man is supposed to give up 50% when that wouldn't happen if they was all in the same crib? When I grew up, if me and my brother got 5%, I thought we was lucky. I ain't talking about the food and the rent and the lights being on. I'm talking about just take the money and make an even cut. I just don't get it. Woo, Unique said 50% sound reasonable. Whoa, the Nichols say what? And 50 said sound reasonable. And Unique said, I called her 50. I'm getting confused. Oh Lord, have mercy. Whoa, well,
Wow.
I
I
forgot
don't
what I
know.
was gonna say. I know I should have read
Okay,
that.
so my question is, if you're saying that, but my question is, if I have a household, I have to live myself, I have to pay rent myself. Taking 50% of someone's income is a lot, So therefore, I don't know. So what if I have other kids? I mean, okay, I'm not with that person anymore. But if I have other kids, then they have to eat as well. So if you take 50% of my money, how do my other children eat? Is what I'm trying to figure out. How do I keep a roof over those said children's head? I mean, do they slice it after you get so many kids? Because I don't know what you do from there. I don't know how you're gonna survive if you're taking 50% of my check, and I got rent, I got utilities, I got other kids. They got to be clothed, they got to be fed. I'm making 32, but I'm giving them 16. That's crazy. That's crazy money. Feeling in that a lot of income is taken care of. Hold on, let me put Unique up. Oh shoot, I don't know why this thing. Oh, did it come up?
Yeah, it said
I'm
on
horrible.
the screen it
I'm
says
horrible with the chat, y'all. I'm horrible
my
with the
feeling
chat.
is that
Where is?
all my income went to taking care of my child. There it is. I'll let you read it out if you want to.
Okay, my feeling is all my income is went to taking care of my child. 50% seems reasonable. Yeah, but let me ask you a question though, Unique. Say you got more than one child. So one is at the father's house, right? And you're paying 50% for that one. But what do you do when you done had other kids in the house? I mean, how do you equate? I mean, I can understand 50% goes to my children, but so does that one get 25 and then the one at the house get 25? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just curious.
See, if I recall
Mm-hmm.
correctly, because I had a child in Arkansas and had a child in California, and I don't remember them taking the one child. This is just my recollection. I don't remember them taking the first child into account when they counted all my deductions. I don't think they
Hmm.
considered that a deduction. I can't. I might be wrong, but I just can't. I was in the military. I wasn't on Wall Street. I wasn't in no big old IT company. I was in the military. And they were taking $1,475. Now, on the flip side of that, I was getting an allowance for having dependents, but it still was part of my total income, and it was still rather steep. But what I was going to say too, Keisha, is that person that's paying 50% or whatever. What happens if that father wants to do something extra? I mean, if
Hmm.
you gave your whole 50% or 75%, whatever that percentage is, to the system, and you got your child on your every week visit or whatever, and they want a blow pop or an ice cream cone, and you got to look at them and say, I can't. And then you're thinking in your mind, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay the light bill. Let's know I'm buy ice cream cone. Me, I'm gonna sacrifice and get that kid an ice cream cone. But why should a person even be put in that predicament? Or if you want to
Right.
do investments, how many children today that regardless of who's paying and who's getting, how many children today receive child support? They get out of high school and ain't got a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of.
Right. Rich said, 50%. He said, just gonna lock me up.
I gotta go back up.
Y'all, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
he said, just kidding. We know, Rich. We know.
and uh Unique said, I had one child in Texas. I rarely got child support until he would get picked up for not paying.
Oh. Well, you know what? Unique. That's different because I'm talking about like, the ones that are abusing the system. Um, not so much in your case. I can understand how you could be kind of upset if you're only getting a check maybe once out of a year. That's crazy. That you got some fathers that love their kids, they take care of their kids, that they're like I don't mind paying child support, but you still got to make it where that man can still survive on his own. We can't take all the main funds. So, yeah, but I totally understand, what you're saying. I personally never got child support. I never asked for child support. Um, and this is not like for my daughter. I also have a son. He's technically my cousin, but I raised him from a baby. Okay. And I know that California, because I went to California to go get him, and I know that California um had already put the dad on child support. So they transferred the check over. I got a check for $11. $11. I was like, y'all can go and get that man back that money. I don't even, why would you send me a check for $11? I thought it was kind of hilarious, but I never asked for it, and I would never ask. So, and it depends on like your situation too, because some people, they really, really need the money, and I don't blame them. If you need the money, he's out here balling and you over here struggling, that's a different thing. I so happened to be not so, I wasn't struggling at the time. I was married. Um, and so, I didn't need the money. But if I was by myself, would I need the money? I don't know. So, I mean, I understand the struggle.
But I'm seeing comments here: $8.66 from the nickel, $7 from Uniques, and I'm thinking here. I mean, is the system flawed? We know it is, but that
Yeah.
sounds like a joke. It sounds like, hey man, let's just go and send this $7 check. I wish we could see the reaction on this person's face when they open the envelope, thinking they got a lot of money or whatnot. It just made me really wonder.
Mhm.
I'm a thinker by nature, but that's crazy. And I remember somebody I guess they was really balling because they said they got $27 for a child support check. And I'm like, I mean, how many checks do you have to get before you can get one or two school outfits?
Mhm.
You know,
Right. Well, yeah, because his dad had a bunch of kids. So they had split that money up, I guess, between all the kids. I don't know. But I feel like, $11 was laughable. It wasn't even worth them, printing that check up, really, just to be honest. But let's talk about control for a minute, because I feel like some people use the child, as, for control, um, if you don't do this, or like say the child has an event at school, you don't say anything. They're not on the pickup list. They're not, it's just like different things that they use as, some people use as control to control the other parent. And I want to know, I just want your thoughts on it. Do you think it's because maybe they still want that man? Because if you're paying me, I don't care what you do with your life. You know what I'm saying? If I moved on, you're supposed to move on. Why am I doing all this extra? Like, I'm not allowing, I'm not telling you about games and things like that, because I've had family members and I was like, this is crazy. You know, they are not on the pickup list at school. The school doesn't even have their number. They go to, for their weekend, they tell them to pick them up at school. They ain't even got them on the list. I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
My opinion on that, I'm not going to so much say they still want them, but when they did want them, that person probably didn't want them. And now they going to make sure, whoever they get with is not going to be living their best life, or not with them anyway. That's how I feel about it. Do they still necessarily want to be with that person? It couldn't make too much sense, because if I wanted to be with them, I wouldn't be trying to destroy them. If I ain't on the pickup list and I'm not on the go to the school playlist and all the other lists, I might need to revisit the court and say, hey man, we need to change these stipulations. We was talking about money at the first time. Maybe I wasn't thinking about all this because I've never been through that, and then maybe rectify it that way. But a lot of times, man, when the breakups happen, we both know it's a lot of spite. It's a lot of spite going on. It's You never know, man. You never know.
All right. So a couple of punishments that are in place for people that do not pay their child support. Okay, well let's talk about this, right?
Mm.
Okay, say I pay my child support. I'm a Lord, I pay my child support every month. But something happens, I get sick and I'm not able to pay, or I lose my job and then I'm not able to pay. Why is it that when they go to court, because I mean, I would be understanding if you're not working, I understand that you can't pay me something that you don't have, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm working or whatnot and I lose my job, I can't pay you. So the courts, instead of saying, well, this person doesn't have a job anymore, they just like, go get another job. And which is fine. They should go get another job, but like jobs are, you just can't jump up and get a job, especially maybe the same job that you had that was paying that amount. You may have to take a pay cut or anything, you know, and it's zero understanding for it.
Well, one thing with that, Keisha, and I think the system or the people, either they don't look at it or don't want to look at it. I'm not sure which one, but most people these days are getting let go, laid off, fired, whatever we want to call it, because of cutbacks. The companies are cutting back. As technology is getting bigger, AI is getting bigger, companies are cutting back. So if companies are cutting back, how are you going to rush out and get another job? Because the same type of job field you're already in is probably cutting back too. So
Right.
then even let's say they're not coming, let's say they're hiring like crazy, they still have a process. And now my question is to throw the boomerang back over to your situation. If when they do get a job, how many people go back and try to cover the months they may have missed? Or do they just pick up
Right.
where they are and say,
Well, well, they might want to go back and pay it because arrearage is a real thing. Because if you're in the rear, they can garnish your check, they can take your taxes, they can take your license. And I never understood that, because if you take my license, say I'm a over the road truck driver, right? If you take my license, you just took my livelihood. I can't pay you. They lock them up. I don't know how long you got to be behind to get locked up, but if you got locked up, you ain't paid in a minute.
well, that's
I want to
just
know
scary in
how.
itself.
Hmm,
I'm in the big house and they go, around I ain't never been to the big house, but if you know how around the lunch table, like you see in the movie Life, and they get to me and say, well, what you in here for? I don't want to be the one to say child support. I just
they
want to
might
have something.
understand.
I want to have something a little harder than that. I mean, they might
Uh-uh.
understand, but they might not. It
Mm-mm.
just, and that's making light of it. But you're right. But now my question is, you say we're taking the man's livelihood if we take his license. Well, when he had a livelihood, in order for them to take his license, he wasn't paying anyway.
Right.
So
But I'm
then
just
that
talking
won't
about the
never
ones that I'm just talking about the ones that lose their job. Now, the ones that ain't paying and they can pay, you all out of order, bruh. But the ones that actually lost their job, I feel like it should be something in place to give them grace, give them some kind of grace until they can pick back up.
it's a lot of it's a lot of comment. Let me
Which
go through
one?
some of these real quick.
Okay,
You
thank you. Because I
you
can't.
said hold on, let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go. Let me
You need
go.
to take this off the stage. I mean,
No,
move.
no, yeah, no, you don't need
Oh,
to.
okay.
All right, this tripped me out. Well, let me go on back, man. There's a lot of comments here. So
Mhm.
Nichols Journey says so many children not receiving the money. He owed Unique say he owed $30,000 in back child support with only having to pay $300 a month. Man, that's what's that, about 100 years, 100 months?
Ooh,
No,
he
not
gonna be
that.
paying you forever, ever, forever, ever.
Gotta add 20. Yeah, that's 100 months, man. That's like 7, 8, 9, 8 years.
Shoot, you probably gonna outlive him from paying them payments, them back payments.
What
That's
about the
crazy.
absent parent that works at McDonald's versus a chemical plant? And Nichols, I think that's where they determine that take home pay. I'm not sure. Anything you do outside of child support, this is from Justin Williams, is just a give according to the system. That's why
Well,
it's
that is true.
unfair. it really puts you on a bad spot. Now, that's another thing too, the terminology. I'm gonna stop at that comment and talk about the terminology that's being told to the kid. You know, I wonder, do they be saying, they being the people getting the child support, be saying, hey, your daddy is sending this money to take care of you? I doubt it. They probably say, hey, your daddy sent a gift, because that's what the system calling it. Oh, it's Christmas, it's my birthday, oh, my daddy sent me a gift. No, look, I almost said something.
Well, let me ask you this though. If I pay the child support, I still got to get gifts too during Christmas, right?
You got to.
So, yeah.
They ain't going to understand that you gave the money
No.
to the people and the people sent it in a check and you ain't getting none of it. Now, yeah, you got to get a gift.
And then another thing is the parent don't even get all that money because the state takes their cut and then they send the rest of it to the mother or the father.
The cut.
Yeah, they take a cut. They got to process. They said they gonna get some money, baby. They got to have a whole office building full of people to answer them phones and to run them numbers and all that. They gotta get a cut.
Hey, first, let me say this here real quick, y'all. We did not script this. All these crazy expressions you seeing on my face is real, but so they don't know who I am. Let me do this real quick. I gotta do something. Hey, they must be crazy as you know what if they think that a cut for what? What kind of cut? What's the cut for? That's all I want to know. I'm
telling you, they got to process the check. They got to write the check out. They said they had to do all the middle work. And my thing is, the parents need to cut the middleman out. But let me tell you another thing. If, say we were together, right? And we have a child together. You've been staying with me for umpteen years. We got a 9-year-old. We break up as girlfriend and boyfriend. We break up. Do you know that you have to pay, since that child was born, they're gonna go all the way back 9 years and snatch that money, even though you've been in the house, because those were gifts. That happened to my cousin. Yep. So
I'd be in the right place.
As soon as
I'd be in court, all right.
I know they do that in Tennessee. Tennessee stuff is, I don't know.
I don't even know if I want to visit that. Well, I ain't got to worry about it now. Thank goodness I ain't never go there. Eunice, I was working three jobs, and he was working under the table, so he didn't have to pay.
Oh man, they didn't make him get no job, Unique.
Well, I'm gonna call
it. It seemed like they were.
I'm gonna call that a PPF. That right there is a PPF.
What's a PPF?
Piss poor.
Oh yeah, that's what he is. That's what he is.
So yep, I still feel some type of way. You should. And my daughter turns 28 this year. You should. I mean, I may have to.
$30,000 in the rearage. You all out of line, brother. But I don't know. That's crazy. I don't understand. Like, where's your mentality that you're not supposed to take care of your child? Now, I don't agree that they should bust your head, without taking your 50% of your darn money. But like, you have to. You brought a child in the world. You should try to contribute in some way. So let me ask y'all this right here, because I was the type, I'd rather you be like one of those hands-on parents than one of those financial parents. Would y'all rather have a hands-on parent or a financial parent?
A hands-on. Oh, yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm asking the people. Are they saying something?
I'm sorry, I'm part of the people right now. I don't know what my role is on this channel right now. I'm so discombobulated with all this news up here. All right. Another comment while you're waiting on those. Nicholas, I wouldn't expect half, because I understand how hard it is to provide for a family. It's not fair. But we make it. Hey, She Natural Homestead, welcome in. Say, hey, everybody. Dr. Ninja Turtle, welcome in. I'm here listening. And a couple of speaking there. Unique said, I didn't have to worry about him wanting to be with me. At least he was gay. Oh, boy.
Oh.
I don't know. You might have had to worry, because never mind. The baby came from somewhere. But yes.
Are you sure about that, Unique?
Yeah, Maybe he was another category. I don't know what category that is. That boy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be gay. That would be more like can we say that? I don't even know. We're gonna let that go.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that. That's why I moved on. Well, that's because the child still needs the support. Hey, what's up? Peace of my garden. Say hello, Rod. Just asking Rod in chat. Because the parent that has the child still providing. Yes, I agree. You are supposed to do a review every 2 to 3 years for that reason. Says Justin. Peace of my garden. Jobs are becoming very hard to get nowadays. Peace of my garden. McDonald's always hiring, but some people think they too good to work in fast food. Yes, Unique. I agree. And I will agree and say if there's a child involved, and you know that whether the mother is struggling or not, just you brought this child into a world that they didn't even ask to be in. So whatever it takes to take care of that child, you don't have to get the flyest Jordans or the biggest whatever toy they have out now, the newest iPad, but let that child know he's loved. And I don't even know what the people have said, but one of the things I wrote down, the last thing I wrote down, money cannot replace time and memories. I don't care how you shaking and baking, how much money you giving. Some people might be happy then, but I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters, but I would hate to tell my daughter, and I missed a lot of my daughter's lives, being in the military, being away, but I would hate to say, sorry, I wouldn't even fix my mouth to say, sorry, I missed your graduation, but I did send you X amount of money instead. Man, I'd expect to get slapped or hated for the rest of my life, one of the two. So,
and that's another thing. Like, how do you think that the child feels? Like, because if I had 2 parents, right, and they're always at each other's throat about some money, like, I would feel like I'm a burden, right? Because I feel like, they're arguing because of me. So I think that will probably cause mental, like mental health problems, possibly. I'm not a doctor, but, it seemed like it would mess with your mind a little bit. And not only would they, it'll also cause stress in that child. Like, I believe a lot of times, like, for instance, my cousin, my aunt and my her baby child's father would stay, at each other's throat. And like, he started feeling like, as soon as, they broke up and they were, arguing back and forth, started failing in school, started getting in trouble and things like that. So it also has to have some kind of effect on that said child. That you two. So somebody need to take some co-parenting classes and learn, how to exist together without causing so much tension and friction.
I'd vote we'd get rid of history and replace it with parenting class. I don't care what happened in 1812. I care what's happening in 2026. Maybe I'll go back to 2010. I don't care what happened before then. But that's what they're still teaching in schools and stuff and all that. But anyway, hey, a couple more people came in. We got Shades Adventures came in. A couple comments. Nicholas Journey Extra Desmond says, a couple people said hands-on for sure. She natural. Oh, okay. And a man working to get paid under the table so he doesn't pay child support. That's a piss po D. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
who said that? Who said that one?
The Nichols Extra. Nichols.
Oh, okay.
Give me the hands-on parent. I can't say what I want to say. Everybody might not be grown in here. Well, yeah, hopefully they are.
They better be grown if they in here. Need y'all to come on. Come on.
If I had picked, I would say financial. Having raised, Unique stopped it there. Okay.
Okay.
We both. Oh, okay. So Unique said we both are bi. Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Having raised a kid without financial support, I'm going to choose financial support. Baby can't eat. Memories. Wow. That's deep right there, man. I don't even know. Well, I'm never lost for words, but boy, Unique, you got me up against the ropes right now. Yeah, you can't eat memories. And I think I'd have to agree. You got to first and foremost take care of the child. You have to. It's just like that's equivalent to taking a trip, knowing when you come home, you can't pay your light bill or your car note or your insurance or your rent. So
And it seems like it would bother someone if you brought a whole child out here and you don't know how they're getting by. You don't even know if your child ate today. That should be a problem for you. Like mentally, like what's going on in your head that you don't even know if your child ate this week. You don't know what's going on with your child because you're not even trying to be involved. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's a lot of kids, but the hustle. I'm retired, so I'm moving at a slower pace. Not necessarily physically moving at a slower pace, but my movements are slower. I'm not rushing to get to work. I'm not rushing to get home. So I see more than I used to see. And if you have any type of non-communicative skills, you can look at a child. Now, if you ask what's wrong, the way kids are raised today, and it's just the way it is, they're probably not going to even talk to you to tell you what's wrong because they're raised not to talk to strangers, even more so than ever. So the cycle is so crazy. I'll be honest, I know I don't have an answer for it.
So when you saying hold on, who are they talking? You saying if a stranger came up to him and asked him
Like,
what was
let's
wrong, or
just
are you
say,
talking about the
this
parents?
kid, let's say I see a kid and he just looks, something's wrong. He may
Oh,
be that
okay, okay,
hungry
I got
child you were just talking about. Even if I
you.
went up and say, hey, son, are you all right? 9 times out of 10, he's going to probably walk off. He might start screaming. We don't know because children are taught today and should be, don't talk to a stranger. Here I am, a stranger saying, are you okay? Maybe in the 50s and the 60s, 70s, or maybe even the 80s, that was cool. Or in smaller towns like I grew up in, it was cool, but not so much today. So, bunch more
Now,
comments. Huh?
Rod is in charge of the comments tonight because my laptop not working. I'm trying on this
Yeah.
phone, but
Hey,
it
what's
ain't
up,
working.
CC? We see CC in the house.
Hey, CC.
Nickel said you're never lost for word. Yeah, rarely am I. And let's see here. Some parents only care about themselves and not the child. They just use the child for money. Yes, and that's from Justin. Yeah,
Right. All right.
that's true.
Yes,
It's
it
true.
is. All right. So, you guys, it is hall pass hour. So, if anybody wants to come up, I am. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Uh oh. Uh oh. Wait a minute. Nope. I'm doing something. I did something else. How do I erase it?
Erase.
Hold
It's
on,
nothing.
y'all. Mm, okay, hold on. I got it.
Should be able to just drop the same invite link.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it because
I'm gonna mute my
I had
mic.
forgot I had put something else in there, and yeah. So my apologies. Are you looking up? Oh well, he's muted his mic. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna drop this hall pass.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it because Sir said. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. When my daughter was 12, he told her he don't want nothing to do with her. I immediately put her in counseling for her. That's from Eunice. Wow.
Oh, dog, that's crazy.
I would be
I
done.
don't.
I'd be done, y'all. Your channel ban. What? I'd be done. Huh?
Huh? What?
I
Who
don't
done
know
that?
what Unique said. I'd be done, y'all. Your channel ban. Whatever. I mean, what I don't know. You got re-explain that, Unique. Now, one thing I want to talk about while you getting the hall pass ready is that situation. And I don't know how many people have experienced this, but when you take the child over your new partner, let's say 2 people have a child, and I take the child over to my new girlfriend's home. And from what I've seen, you might well you can guarantee that's an increase in child support payment right there. Most people, why you have my baby over there? Why you got my baby over there around that woman? It's just almost a disaster. How do y'all feel about that? Has anybody experienced that? Because I
Oh, you
know
saying when you get a new girlfriend, she start tripping? Oh,
the baby mama started tripping.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, but my thing is, when I'm done with you, I don't care what you do with in your life. But maybe they feel some type of way because they don't know her. Because you will have some women that will smile in your face as a man and then be low down behind your back to your child. So Um, I don't know. So maybe
Well, I think in that
you know,
case, one of the things that definitely should and needs to happen before a child
hmm
is taken anywhere, the mother need to meet the new girlfriend. It may sound a little drastic, but if my child gonna be over there, I might even need to see your crib too. I ain't
right.
saying necessarily go in, but
Are you saying she need to see the girlfriend crib or your crib?
well, she know my crib cool. I'm talking about not necessarily go
Oh,
in, but see the area.
when nah, she a little out of order. No, you can't go over to the new spouse. That's like if I had a man, he hollering about, I need to come over there and see how he living. No, you do not, sir. I mean, it's come to a point where you know you kind of got to figure out who you were dealing with. Like, so say I had a baby with X, Y, and Z. I need to know, like, I need to know that okay, he ain't crazy. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to our child. So therefore, and he know that it's gonna be a whole problem with Keisha if something does. You know, so I think he got enough sense not to take my child over another woman's house and anything happened to her, she better not get a splinter. Okay. It's gonna be a whole problem.
Well,
But
all I'm gonna
anyway, hey
say is
Crafty.
there's some things out there make you lose your senses. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some things out there
Wait a
you
minute, hold on, where? Are you talking about the woman?
yeah, the man, no,
Oh,
the man I forget that he got the wrong woman, he around the wrong type of woman, knowing that he wouldn't take his kid around that woman, but he lost his senses.
you better find them. You can't
Yeah,
be
I
taking your
agree.
kids around. You can't be taking your kids around no anybody.
I ain't saying I would. I'm just saying, what happens when it happens. Hey, Unique was
Oh,
said if she came up, she would get the channel banned. That happened to me, and I couldn't see my child for 2 years. Let me go back and see what he
what
said.
had happened?
Uh, Probably one of the things that just said happened to him. He couldn't see his child for 2 years. Peace in my garden said that's why the parents need to meet the girlfriend if the child is around. I totally agree. Not saying
I
going.
agree that you should meet her, but I don't think you need to be going and looking in this woman's
No,
closet
I
underneath
know.
the bed.
That's what I said. That's probably drastic. That's drastic, but I mean, it's a whole lot. I said it was drastic, but I'm just saying. Last time I had to hear the noises, I just need to know the whole picture.
Uh-huh.
That's just me. And laugh out loud. Okay, Keisha, getting worked up now. Oh, Nickel said you getting worked up. Uh-oh.
Well, no nobody play about their kids now. You better vet your girlfriend while you got my baby over there. Yeah. It
Now,
said I can't see what they said.
I think we covered this one. I think you did. I'm pretty sure
Hold
you
on,
did.
hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a hall pass real quick. Got somebody coming in. Mm. Hey, how you doing? How
Hey,
you doing, CC?
good.
What up, CC?
Hey,
I like
yeah.
that background.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all talking on a subject that, whoo, yeah.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
I done have both experiences on either side and stuff. So, yeah. So, what was y'all talking about just before I came up? I didn't.
About this taking the child over the new partner's house, like the new
Yeah,
boyfriend.
how do you feel about that?
I mean, so with my kids, my youngest one's dad, um, I was cool with him taking her over there as long as, the woman was treating her right. You know,
Right.
if don't let her come home and say Miss So and so or whatever, was not being nice to me or something like that. But I never really had to, she never came back and said anything about that. But I would say how they treat you over there. How are you feeling when you over there with her kids and you over there with them? So
Mhm.
yeah. But
Yeah,
as for
whatever.
me, I would, myself, if he's with somebody, I wanted to know them. Not that I
Mhm.
had to be at all their functions and everything, but I want to know who my child was going to be around, you know?
That
Now,
makes sense.
he didn't seem to care as much, you know, because I didn't really have anybody around my girls, but I was cautious when it came to, you know, how
As
my
we
child.
as we have to be.
Yeah, because I had a stepmom that to this day mm-mm. She did not treat me right, you know. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So when your child went to this house with the other kids and the new girlfriend or whatever,
Hmm.
did you ever wonder what the surroundings were inside the four walls?
Oh yeah, you know, making sure that she wasn't treated any differently. You know, if she's not getting in trouble. Now, I don't mind, and I know some people. Now, nobody ever spanked her, but getting on
Hmm.
her, you know, correcting her, I don't mind that as long as you're correcting
Right.
your kids as well. You know,
Hmm.
but so yeah, it would. I was curious about how thing was, and that's how, you know, I would like to get to know her. I don't have to know all her business, but I do want to get to know. Okay, because you being around my child, especially when she was younger, um, his other baby's mama had kids, and so my daughter was young at the time, and she started calling her mom because all the kids was calling mom, so she didn't realize that's not her name. You know, she was like calling her mom, and I'm like, no, I'm your mama. You know,
Now,
She said,
how
"We finna cut
old was
this
your
out."
child at
they
this?
didn't call her by anything else, so they was like, well, you know, when I'm at mom, no, that's not your mama, baby.
Hey, Cece, how old was your child when this was happening? What age?
She was around 4 and 5 years
Oh
old.
yeah, she was small.
Yeah, she
She was
was
small.
young, and her siblings are older than her. You know,
Yep.
so that's how she heard when she was around there. She never knew what the woman's name was until she was old.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well,
Okay, I got
one
you.
thing I'm thinking about going back, like it's okay to discipline, but I just don't see the reason that the girlfriend need to be spanking the child if I'm there.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah, you let her daddy do the discipline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna handle that part. You don't need to, because
Right.
you're not gonna know my child like me, and if it's a girl, I'm probably not gonna spank her. I'm gonna discipline her, and then we're gonna take her to her mom because I tried that one time and it was a disaster with my own daughter.
Right.
Spanked her once in her life, and I retired. So
I think I only remember my dad spanking me one time, and that was it. I don't never remember him doing that, and that was because my mom was like, "You had to get on her butt." And, you know, I was like in kindergarten, and I think that just crushed him for like lifetime. He like
Okay.
never again.
Yeah. My dad popped me. He didn't even spank me. He popped me one time. The look I gave, he looked like he wanted to cry. And he never popped me again.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So yeah, daddies are different with their girls. Now they'll rough up them boys, but
Yeah.
when the girls go to looking crazy and
Mhm.
about the wine, it's like, I'm sorry. They gonna apologize. You don't want to run around there being bad.
Right. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know because I'm just getting in when y'all were already
oh
in the
wait a minute. You get a tardy slip. Are you late? You saying you late?
girl. Yes, because I was with these kids
Oh,
and these grandkids. They've had me
okay.
hostage because we're gonna
Oh,
come pick you up. Well, you see
that's
what time
sweet.
it is? I'm just getting home. I've been gone since like 10 this morning.
Oh, they want to spend time with you. That's cute.
So,
Uh-huh.
Cece, let me ask you: were you in a child support situation?
Meaning,
Did
as for
you did you receive these $11 and $27 or the real amount or what?
oh man. Okay, so and I'm gonna be so if y'all watching this and be like, oh, Cece, okay, listen. So I was married, and and my husband at the time or whatever, I divorced him when my daughter. I separated from him when she was a month old because homeboy was not handling stuff right.
Hmm.
So I got divorced within that year from him, and child support. Okay, I'm filing child support because I couldn't get any help for me. You know, had to move back to my mom's, to be able to get on whatever, you know, I wanted to get help. If I wanted to get Medicaid for her, any of that stuff, I had to file child support. Not knowing if he can't keep a job to put a roof over our heads, well, you know, he not going to be paying no child support. So he went, you know, of course, went to child support court, all that. He would go and do his 180 days in the jailhouse, then get out.
Maybe.
Girl,
do it again.
And he would be back in there, and I'm like, I'm working, so I'm having to take off work to go sit in court all day for him to be like, I'm going to jail. I ain't paying nothing.
He's saying he's not gonna pay nothing, or he just couldn't pay anything.
He could pay.
Oh,
he could pay something because they had it at the minimum. I think it was like $175 a month. You know, and I'm like, you can hustle and get that. Don't
you better go sell some blood, some plasma, something else.
You know, and so he would go to jail. He wound up meeting his second wife. Because she was a dispatcher at the jail, she quit her job to marry him. I was like, common sense would say he's not a good.
Okay, why would you lay down with this man? He in there for child support neglect.
Every other husband
I was talking about a while ago. People lose their senses. That's what I was saying. Who in the world gonna be in jail, work at the jail, and marry somebody in there for not paying their child support?
She quit her job.
Do she have a baby by?
No,
did she have a baby back?
She had
she had since then. She had a little taste since.
She had grown kids. She stayed in their marriage for 8 years, which I was like, oh no. And then she wound up saying, you know, he was the same way, because I would tell her how he was. And it took her 8 years to realize that. But anyway, so he wasn't paying child support. It's stacking up because it's just like student loans. It ain't going nowhere. You know,
well, can she pay it?
I didn't care who paid it. You know what I'm saying? I did not care who paid it. I just needed it to be paid, you know? So he would just do his jail time. And I was like, this is hurting my pockets because I'm getting off from work, having a good set up there at court all day. Because if I don't show up, then I'm in contempt of court for not coming to this thing where I know he's going to just go to jail. Anyway. So the child support stacked up. My kid became 18 years old. It's still sitting there. The interest piling. It's piling up, right? Now,
you can be paid forever.
Girl. So then my youngest one, you know, my baby daddy, she was the baby of 5. 6. She made the 6th one. They're older than her. She's 24 now. And they are in their 30s, right? Because they're way older than her. But because they were on child support, she got the crumbs of what was in child support, because whatever's left of, you know, they figuring out how he making, they gave her the minimum. What
you testifying for?
Tell me. We get one piece of bread and we crumble the bread up, and the little kid get the smallest.
Smallest.
A slither.
I ain't ask you what state. Don't even worry about it. It don't matter.
I think we know what state it was.
Where I live at.
Okay, it's right there.
Anyway, so I couldn't get a decent amount until those kids were 18, or, you know, at the 18 mark. She was still younger than them, so she was able to get what they was all getting for all 3 of them just for her then. But I had to wait years to, you know, she just got the crumbs or whatever was left. But he paid his child support because he was like, look, he didn't even wait till as soon as I had her, he was like, yeah, we're going to go file child support. He was
Whoa. I got another question. So you mean to tell me he could have keep on making babies, but we still gonna have one piece of bread and it's just gonna get divided smaller and smaller?
After my baby turned 4 months, he went and got a vasectomy. He went.
Oh, well, at least he had that much sense.
No more. But Anyway, so he paid his child support. So when she turned 18 or whatever, and that was done, she on his insurance last year now because she's 2 years ago because I think it's 24, 26 or whatever. I think it's 26.
It's 26 and it's 26 in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, it's 26 here too. So this is her last year with insurance. Now, this one that I was married to with the child support stacking, right? Well, anytime you go to file income tax, anytime they get this federal fund coming in and them stimulus checks and all that comes to me because you ain't paying no child support. So they're gonna get whatever they can. You decide to get a job, file income tax, that's coming to me.
Well, see, the thing is, y'all don't get the whole amount though. Like, because the state takes, a chunk of that, a percentage.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, it is better than nothing.
So my oldest is 27. I'm getting child support for her. Because now her daddy decided, I think I want to have a job now. I want to do things. Right. And so now I'm like, that's nice. Now that she grown, so I of course give her a kickback of, some like babies need diapers, they need something, because but I'm like, it doesn't go away.
So this took
place. No, that child support is forever, ever. So they pay it off.
This happened so long that now the grandbabies is getting
the benefit from the child support. I'll tell you what, they put diapers getting put on them.
So
well, we appreciate his sacrifice.
Y'all forgive me, man. I'm calculating all this. There's a lot going on up here, man. And so his child support, now that she's 27, he decided to go get a job. I guess he thought he was scot-free. Go to you, and you get her some, and then the grandbabies get some diapers.
Yes.
Damn, this is like a trust fund.
It doesn't go away. If that man decide to finally get a legit job, or they can lump sum or some will come in, that money gonna come to you. Make sure that you stay on that where they are able to get in touch with you. And because I held on to they give you that little child support card, right? I don't know if you know, but they give you a child support card. I had to think for years. Of course, there ain't been no money on there. He wasn't working or doing that.
A child support card.
California must don't do no child support card because I got $11 check
on the debit card. Yes.
I can't take no money out the bank because that's like $3.50, so you down to $7 then.
Well, no. You can go to the Walgreens and they give you all your money. Like you go to the pharmacy, ATM.
I want to get to $11.
So the nickel said yes is a part.
In Texas, and you don't have to have a job, is $175. If you have no job, no income, that is what you got to come up with, $175 a month.
Well, they better. Well, I don't know if they paying for that, but they better go to the sperm bank and go to selling or something. You better go to
plasma or something.
Yeah, get them shoot your arm.
I don't think they give $175. I mean, I ain't never did it, but I just can't see that. I mean,
$175. I mean, you should be able to. He could panhandle and get that.
Come on now. You can stand on the corner handing out sodas. Make some money.
The little kids do it.
Yeah, the little kids.
You gotta keep them off their corner. This is my corner now.
Come on, Girl Scouts.
I'd have died as a child support unit, then I'd be in another unit. I'd be in the unit. So going back up, we got some comments. I don't know if you see them or.
Can you? Because I can't. I can see the last one.
Hold up. It's a whole lot, but it was one or two. I want to go back to here we go. My child mom left with me with my daughter for like 3 weeks, then came out of the blue to pick her up while I was at work.
She abandoned her? For 3 weeks.
I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I was watching TV. Hold up.
sitting there like,
Police was
what's
waiting on
going
me
on?
at my house trying to say I kidnapped my daughter. Hold up, I got to go to part 2. Y'all got to wait now. I got to scroll close.
He said part 2.
18 years later, I'm still going through the same mess. My daughter just texted me and said her mom felt like getting her from practice. Call your dad and tell him to pick you up.
Can you just come up? I can't.
Yeah, man. You sound like you need a hall pass.
Okay.
But I'm telling you though, hey, Cece, I got some more matter of fact, let me just ask now.
We drop it again.
What's the lowest, if you don't mind, you ain't gotta say it, but what's the lowest check you ever got?
The lowest?
Well, besides 0, because we know you didn't
Right.
get it.
The 175 was the lowest.
Oh, because you're gonna get 175. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But sometimes it have to build up because they're not gonna send until they get that lump sum to send to you.
So Unique said, boy, this here is just, man, this is like for real riding the TV. I was waiting on that stimulus check from the arrears child support.
Oh, y'all get the hold on, pause. Y'all get the stimulus check too?
Well, no,
you got the nice stimulus check. I thought we wanted to hurt you.
No, she ain't get it. She ain't get it. Wait till you hear.
Oh, you didn't get it.
No, it dodged her. It went all the way around her. But wait, then let me finish. She was waiting on the check from the arrears child support, but then the student loan he owed took that check, so she still didn't get nothing. So this dude was so jacked, he got checks going all over the place.
See, I didn't have to worry about that with the student loan because he didn't even have a GED.
But that make me wonder. That just make me wonder from a male point of view, what's more important, the student loan or the welfare of that child?
Huh?
What's more important? At the end of the day, are we worried about paying some school where half the people can't even get a job with the degree they got, or do we take care of this child that may be hungry or homeless or both?
Yeah, but yeah, you do get the stimulus check.
Wow. I know he was mad at you. Ooh, you got all 3 of them. The 600, the 1200, and it wasn't it 16?
It was just the 1200 one.
Now hold
on. Oh, you didn't get the 6? What did a 600 check? We got like 3 different. At least I did.
Indiana.
I think it was just the 1200 one.
Kids, you ought to see these, boy. It's Indiana Funny Farm.
Why ain't nobody hitting the hall pass? So y'all
you got to. The hall pass is right here. It say I got child support. Now I ain't no mathematician, but it's 52 weeks of the year. They say they got maybe 8 weeks total ever. 8 weeks. I should have been meaner and pressed the issue.
Who said that? Indiana Funny Farms?
Now get this. Now this is how. Now this is this is what you can do. I mean, not that I'm telling you, because I didn't do that, but you can do that. If you find out this man has a side job, he got a side hustle and making some money, you can report that, and they can come and wage his garnishes from that as well, from that employee. So, but I didn't, even though I knew my kid's dad, my baby daddy, I knew he had other side jobs, right? But I didn't go for him. I didn't go at him with all of them because he was helping. He wasn't like a deadbeat dad. He wasn't. He was there for her, and everything. So anything she needed, but he was like, I'm gonna put my own self on child support. So I'm like,
you know what? If I was the dude, I would put myself on child support as soon as the baby was born. I don't care if we are staying in the same house because. If we're staying in the same house, I'll probably go put myself on child support, especially if I know I ain't gonna marry her. Because my thing is they're gonna go back. They're gonna go back from when their child is born, and you're gonna have to pay all that rearage. I'd rather go and put myself on child support. The money's coming back in the house anyway. Then we'll just do it like that. But no, you won't get me like that. Not for go all the way back from when this child was born.
So you mean to tell me the brothers are there taking care of the kid like they're supposed to, and then they roll out after 10 years of whatever happened, and then they get to go back to 0, talking about this was some gifts?
Yeah, it was gifts. Those were gifts. So anybody in the chat that is a male, y'all better go put yourself on child support. Don't let her Don't let her speak. Don't let her trick you like that.
What if you that dude that doing? I mean, anybody can flip the script on you, but I ain't going no damn court and put myself on child support. My daddy told me
I would.
Look, child support is actually cheaper than it is to really take care of a kid.
but it sounds like some insurance. Well, let me go.
But my thing is, if we're staying in the same house, you and CC, y'all staying in the same house, y'all got a child. The money is going back in the household anyway. Go ahead on, let her do. I'm not. Oh, I can't say who did. I almost. But I know I got a family member. I got a family member that did it. Him and his girlfriend was staying in the same house. He said it's better for you to go ahead on and get the food stamps than for me pay the child support, because at least we got the food stamps more than the check, and the check is coming back in the house. It makes sense. It made all the sense in the world.
You don't have no back stuff if you decide to up and I'm fine. No, he already on that.
Well, hold up. I got a headache from this whole going back. But I've been there, man. And they wonder why some dudes be salty. I've been there, and you gonna tell me it was a gift?
That is kind of foul, though. I ain't gonna. I'm on the mother or father side on that one. Whoever on that child support, because you're not gonna sit here and tell me I've been in this house, I've been paying bills, and this was a gift from the gods. Mm-hmm. Are you serious? I bet you lying.
What about this? What about this? I'm looking for a loophole. What if her name ain't on the lease agreement and we live together? Then she ain't paying and I'm paying it. So how is it a gift?
She ain't got to say she stayed. Well, I don't know. They said it's a gift. Now you can't argue with the courts. Y'all gonna have to change the laws. Y'all gonna have to write your representative.
I just say, Judge, if it don't fit, you must have quit. And I'll just walk out. They gonna take you to jail for something else. It ain't gonna be
if it didn't fit, you shouldn't have been trying to do that.
Somebody asked who. Desmond want to know who picked this topic. Was it you? Just asking him. Was it me? Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh.
We both did.
It was me. Oh, what?
No, we both did. No, I'm just trying to be. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared of this one because I started.
I ain't never scared.
But I did what I was supposed to do.
That's a very good topic, because it gives people, you might want to be a little more careful who you messing around with, because it could come back and you be paying when your child is 27 years old.
Girl, she talking. Y'all remember Sparkle? You better be careful what you whatever the song over here.
I tell you what, when Sparkle came on in the club back in the day, the last thing I was thinking about when I was looking at was, I wonder what child support gonna be like if that happens. I was thinking about all that. You think about the moment. You living in the moment. You ain't thinking about 27 years down the road or 25, whatever it is.
Right.
But I tell you what, if when Teddy was over there talking about turn them off, if I'd have got whispered in the ear, hey, everything you do for me is just a gift. It don't count toward nothing. Bye.
Don't do it like that.
I can't mess with you then. I don't get Hold up, man. This is some more. It's more. Boy, this is enlightening to me.
I done dropped off.
Oh man, Miss CC is so speaking the truth, coming from grateful heart on that child support. Mm-hmm. And the Nichols journey. Desmond say, "Dang, Miss CC." First question I asked to do when trying to date is how he feel about child support. That's coming from your niece.
Oh, okay, Unique. You said she gonna break it. Okay. Desmond crazy. Talking about
that'll be a good 2 years. Because from the sound of it, it might be a long conversation.
Hey, Glory's Garden.
Glory's Garden.
I did not get it that long. Miss Unique shut. She did report him working under the table. Anyhow, X was an electrician too. No excuse, man. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. ex was an electrician?
Indiana Honey Farm, ex was an electrician.
Oh, I know they make money.
And didn't pay for 8 weeks though.
I didn't charge folks.
The Nichols said that she reported, but then they went to the job and he had quit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
It happens.
Okay, I know some folks like that. My daddy, I swear. I swear that man, my mama didn't even want to put him on nothing, but the state ended up putting him on. And so, but he would, man, he like dodgeball. He was dodging them chicks, baby. He was dodgeball.
Yeah.
He paid for a minute. I guess he said, "Nah, bump that."
Okay, that's another thing. I hate that. Why do we have to do the footwork? If you the child support services, why am I having to say, well, he working here and then he working here and
you done became the investigator.
I'm having to what time does he make it to? Why am I having to find all this stuff out? You go find it out, you know.
Okay, you the one got the Social Security number. You go look it up.
Hey, and as Unique's turns, that's like the new soap opera.
As Unique turns. You ain't gonna do my friend like that.
Man, the state automatically put him on child support when I applied for WIC and food stamps. So I'm just, boy, if I was a lawyer, I'd quit. You went to apply for WIC and food stamps, and then they put the daddy on child support.
Yeah, they automatically put him on child support. The state said they want their money back. The state want their money back. We just got your child spending just with food stamps and stuff.
Food stamps, WIC, anything that you want, something from the government, they like, where the daddy? He got a job. File child support. That's the only way you get it.
You better find that pappy.
I'm over here. Y'all got me so messed up.
Hold on, you'll be like me going in the line. I don't know who the daddy is.
Like you better find the daddy.
Like,
who you need to bring all in here for the testing of this.
Hey, Unique is in the house.
I was doing it.
They say as the world turn, huh?
No, Unique. I don't know why I've been putting that K because it didn't have no apostrophe here, but man, you are a story.
Everybody always says that.
Well, they weren't lying to you.
They're like, you need to write a book.
They weren't lying.
Okay.
Boy, I wish I had. Man.
Mm-hmm.
So recapping what you done told the general public and the millions of people that's going to be watching this, you had a child by a dude and you ain't got to worry about it.
We was young. We was in college, both in college. I was 18, he was 19.
And then you said
I was raised really strict, so I ain't know nothing about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So you went from
first time I had some alcohol, I got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
This is a story within a story within a.
Yep.
So, but the dude that you was with at the time, well, I guess now, I don't know. I'm so confused.
Now he gay. Back then he was bi.
Okay.
Girl, we don't even want to go into them kind of stories because
he would say he didn't have to pay child support because he was gay.
Wait a minute. How do you feel like that?
Is that
that's when he's trying to file for you to pay.
You say, hold on. And you say he was a college graduate?
Hold on, y'all. I got to
Something like that. I don't care. He got some college on the application. He can put some college. You can't be having some college on your application and talking stupid like that. Talking about just because you're gay, you ain't supposed to pay child support. Are you serious? Are you so serious? No. Ooh.
Y'all. Man.
I'm sorry.
I like what Nichols Journey Extra say, and I know the rest of the word, but he was singing that part. He said 2 years ago, didn't know you had a friend, and I think he said up in college. But y'all, this was a wild party y'all was at. Sound like.
Look, it happened in Kingsville at Texas A&M.
I don't want to know what.
In a band.
I'm gonna give you the
Oh,
address.
Got
I'm gonna
Goldschlager.
tell you what
I
time.
never drank
I
Goldschlager
don't want to know
again.
where it happened. Hey, you need
Never
Jesse
drank
came back.
Goldschlager
They come
again.
back for some arrears or whatever.
He's still
We ain't
paying
talk.
whenever he get a job. He'll pay, but he just live with his parents.
Right
Parents
now.
take care of.
Wait a minute. So what is his parent? Well, never mind. Let me stay
He
at them for
about
a bit.
50, living with
They
his parents.
condone this behavior. They condone this behavior.
His parents would send me stuff to help, but they ain't
Well,
really
that's
have
sweet.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry if it's echoey. I'm in my new place. It's all
Oh,
empty.
we hear you.
Oh, congratulations on the new spot.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man, I don't know whether to get some water, some coffee. I don't know. Boy, Lord have mercy.
So
Yeah,
you need. So
he
what did you say?
had
The
to do
highest
the-
check?
Oh no,
You
no,
said
no,
the
no. That was
highest
the
check.
lowest. We done had some. I done got some checks. He had
Uh-huh.
one good job for about a year and a half, and I got steady child support when he had that good job. Because I found out he had that good job. I had just posted in the comments that I was Facebook sleuthing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yup. I had screenshots of him in his work uniform where he worked, all from Facebook. He shouldn't have
You
put it
have
up
to
there.
do all that because they don't do none of the
Yup,
work
I had
for
to do
you.
it all.
So
You know
what
what?
you were saying is you got to become not only an investigator, you got to be a social media investigator. What I guess
Yeah.
that's called investigator.
Hey.
Yeah, I had to do.
You got to be the
all
whole
work.
private eye.
Mm-hmm.
But
Crazy.
social media kind of make it easier, don't it?
Yeah.
Because they post everything. I never
Yep.
understood that. Y'all, I literally didn't have Facebook. Well, I had one, my auntie created the account. But then I went and got my own Facebook. I don't even know what's up with that first one. But I went and got my own Facebook because they said they were going to give me $50 off my daughter's application. I don't post hardly nothing. I probably think I post maybe 4 things out of my whole entire life on Facebook. I don't understand people that post their whole life.
I post my whole life.
I got
I'm wide
I
open.
got
Everybody knows.
cousins.
My
I
whole
got
life
cousins
on
them
there.
that will drag everybody on Facebook. I be like, you gonna be back with him tomorrow. I don't understand why y'all beefing on Facebook like this.
My whole life on that. Well, not my whole life, but my kids growing up and all that kind of stuff. And so they was like, Mom, don't share your Facebook out with nobody, social media wise, because it's them when they were little and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, yep, I keep that private.
Oh,
for
they
them.
don't like.
And I didn't have people
Oh.
like, oh, Cece, why don't you let me? I'm like, no, not even my bestie got my Facebook. I'm like, sorry.
So
You know?
so just is it just
It's
so
just
really y'all got
family and people
family
that had
book.
known me growing up and church members that I went to church with. That's the only people that is on there. And I only get on Facebook to see who got married, who done passed away, or or what events is in town.
So
Facebook the only
what you
place that I
said
make
is
money on. So
what you
I be
said
on.
is you get on Facebook to find out everybody else business, but you don't want nobody to know your business.
Like, if I had any business, I post my kid, their stuff and things like that. My grandbaby when I was a CC and that kind of thing. So they're like, oh, congrats. These people that know me since my babies were little, So those are the only ones. It's set on friends only, family only.
Right, you so behind in the comments. You
I know.
supposed to know.
We got you can read them. You can read them. We got everything in the house.
It's
We
not
got
a laughing.
Grateful left.
Hey, y'all.
I can't even think, man. Right now, y'all got me all up against the ropes over here. We have to tell them they take their precious time to go find out, question around the job. He came one more week and child support come out. He gone. Wow.
Who said that?
That was a Nichols. And somebody, Desmond said that's how they do it in Mississippi. Where I been, hey Deb, I ain't gonna lie, I was paying my child support. I never had no worries. Paid every month until Bo turned 18 or whatever the year was, the age was. And so a lot of the opposite stuff I don't know about. I mean, I was just blessed enough to be in the military and it was taken care of. I wasn't put in predicaments. And that's why I'm not dissing anybody. I wasn't put in predicaments where I had a job today and didn't tomorrow because the military didn't work like that.
Right.
Now, what would Rod have done had he been put in one of these predicaments where I had a job, I don't have a job, I'm trying to find a job, I can't find a job, yet I got a system that ain't trying to work with me. I know.
Sorry.
And say, oh Lord, we got a what they call it, Amber.
Amber Alert. Yeah, that was Amber Alert right there.
I'm like, what he done did now?
Hope they find the baby.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're looking for the daddy. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Hey.
But,
He ain't want to pay his child support. I just take this baby.
Take it with me. Okay.
are you able to see these comments, Keisha?
I can see the last one. Grateful Heart said, Rod. No, I can't see because it's a cash. How do I move that dollar sign out of the way?
Rod, how many children you have?
Okay. Let's see.
He said 2.
I just
Okay,
had that
two.
one because
Oh,
that's all
Okay,
I
hold on.
Working
Unique, I
jobs.
stopped at 1 too. I stopped at 1 too because that one was
Rod, you're one of the good ones. That's what I'm talking about. You know, paying faithful to your child support. But
Yeah, and yeah, I only have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters, both are grown. I have 3 grandchildren. But I mean, I don't know. It might be some little rods. I'm kidding now.
hey, you never know though. You never know.
I do know.
Oh, okay. You never know. My bad. Hands up, don't shoot. He's like, I do know.
don't be coming out the woodwork saying, well, you know, them was gifts. No.
Okay. These gifts. You know, what was the lowest amount you
Nah.
So the lowest was like $7.
$7. I at least got 11.
Back when they did checks.
What y'all? What you do with that $7, Unique?
What you did with the 7?
Went to McDonald's. Shoot, that was back in the day. You know when they had the 39
Oh, you got that 5 for 5?
Right. The little 39-cent cheeseburgers and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you had a whole picnic there with them.
And I worked at McDonald's, which is why I was like, he could have worked at McDonald's. I was working at McDonald's. He could have worked at McDonald's. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot
So
of
now
them might
my
be
body
proud
is
of.
broken. I'm in my walker right now because my body is broken from working 3 jobs for 15 years. My back is jacked, everything.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was working.
You're in a
walker.
Yeah, I have a
3
walker.
jobs.
I use a cane.
What, a walker? So the one you stand up and push, and then you.
Yeah, I got a walker. I don't know if y'all see my videos where they be all shaky when I be outside walking around. It's because
Girl, you was scaring me going to that go get that trash can.
Yeah, I have a walker.
Oh my gosh. I was like, are you gonna make it?
Because
I had one of them when I was in physical therapy rehab. They pretty cool.
Yeah.
Once you
So are you gonna have to? Is that permanent or are they talking about like maybe some surgery?
I got scoliosis from one of the jobs because I was a cab driver at night and I worked McDonald's during the day. And then I worked part-time at the college. And being that cab driver for all them years, my back got scoliosis.
So you said that this dude live with his parents now?
Yep, he live with his parents now.
And you still waiting on child support money?
Every once in a while, it'll be something on my the SMI1 card, and I be checking that mug every day. I be like, right now.
Yes, girl, hold on to that child support card. Hold on to it. I randomly used to check mine just every once in a while. Like,
you better go check and see if you got anything on there.
Girl, yes. Go and check because they ain't gonna tell you nothing. They just be on there.
Yeah, they don't tell you.
That's how I didn't know the stimulus was on there. And I went to check and said, you have some. I said,
I would have passed out. Okay.
That's the first thing I do when I wake up. Folks be praying. No, I go check my card.
Go check that stimulus. Yeah. Go check that.
I'll see if some money on there. Because I got stuff to do.
Hold on, man.
Yeah. What's wrong?
I know one time he put like $1,400 on there. One time.
Whoa.
That's probably that
was generous.
No, what it was he was trying to stay out of jail.
Oh. Okay.
So they made him pay up some. So he could stay out of jail. So that's how I know. I'm like, oh, they must have caught up to him.
So do you ever check to see where's at the max line is at right now? because the interest and stuff.
All I know is when
He'll
my
never get
daughter
caught up if
turned
you put it.
18 and we went to get the whatever it's called, the back child support that he had to pay. It was at 30,000 then.
Girl, mine is at 50 plus.
Woo!
Wow. No, that's a car.
That's crazy.
That's
Mhm.
probably
Yep.
2 cars for some people.
So
Shoot.
Before we used to be like,
And
why your
being
credit so
extremely
bad? I'd be
serious.
like, listen, I owe about 30,000 on credit cards. I wonder why my credit's so bad. I wonder how I owe 30,000. And then I owe 30,000 in back child support.
Yeah, that does go on their credit
Because
report.
like
That
my
is
daughter's tuition, I was putting that on the credit card. Because I was like, I put it on a credit card and then try and pay as much as I can working all these jobs. But
So they
Yeah.
chase Cece, they chase this, gonna chase this guy, and he's over 50, and yours is over 30. They're gonna chase these
he's
guys.
over 50 years.
It'll be 50 next month.
No, but I thought you meant he owe over 50,000.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
50,000. Mhm.
Okay, so when he leaves the planet,
Mhm.
who gonna pay then?
That'd be it. It's just like
Okay.
child. I mean, school.
Student
It's
loans.
out. It dies when he do.
Mhm.
Yeah. It don't
Yep.
go on to nobody else.
That don't even make sense. I mean,
I mean,
Who else gonna pay it?
it don't. It's like what is it? I mean, it's
It goes away
the
like
debt doesn't
people
go
bill.
away. Hold on, the student loan don't never go away either. Sally Mae, but I think they
After
changed the
they
name.
did.
Sally Mae gonna get her money.
After they gone, you can't get nothing
he
else out
said
of it.
one of his friends. I was trying to find one of his female friends called off, was like they were me to get the case closed. I couldn't find the other comment. MC 1400. I wish. Grape said, "Wow, nobody. My children dad passed. I'll never get that." Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now, if the child, I don't know. I'm just wondering, because that was one of the things. What happens if the child is under 18 and the father passed away? They still don't they get like Social Security or
I
something?
think
like
they would get Social Security at least.
I don't know.
but they have to be a
As long as
minor,
they ain't
or they
married.
can.
As long as they ain't remarried, I would think they would get Social Security.
Mhm.
See what? No, if they remarry, they get Social Security.
No, if the parent that owed child support or whatever, if they was remarried, because if they was married, right, wouldn't their spouse get their Social Security?
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They do.
And so
But
their
if they're
kids,
not married, I
But
mean,
they
I don't know the answer. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
because that was
that's
one
what
of
I
the
would
things
think.
written
But I
down.
don't know.
Yeah, a friend of
But they
mine,
still.
when she passed away, her husband was able to, get the Social Security, or the, I don't know what it's called for them.
Survival
For the
benefits.
kids, yeah, for the kids and for him. As long as he's not married, he can still get off with those benefits. But if he get married, then he loses that. So he been with this girl since my friend passed away, and he won't marry her. Like, he like, no, I'm still getting them benefits. And I'm like, that's sad. But yeah.
But that doesn't happen if the child is over 18, right? Because
Right. Her kids was under 18 when she
stop
passed.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Glory-
They were under 18 at the time.
Gloria's Garden said underage children should still get Social Security. And
Right.
Gloria, I saw you come in earlier. Sorry about not speaking. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you everyone for being here. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. So
But let me say something about what Miss Kathy. Her name is actually Miss Kathy. But
Ms.
so
Kathy,
but that's only if your child is underage. So if your child's father owes rearage and your child is an adult, they're not going to give you survival benefits for a grown child. So that money, because they're essentially be taking money out of their own pocket to give
Right.
to you, because that's the government. They want to keep as much
Right.
money as possible. So
Right.
yeah, so Miss Kathy's right. I think it's on the
Yeah.
underage
When
children.
my
'cause-
daughter's dad had COVID and he was in the hospital on that ventilator, I was like, he bet not.
Oh!
I
And
was,
that passed away.
Not till I get my rears.
Oh, wow. Cold blooded. Cold blooded.
Message him on Facebook. Did you got the vaccine, right? You good?
Oh, now you worried about his health?
All right.
Golly.
I need to be okay now.
And get on that Manjaro. We work on this
Right.
boat.
What is Manjaro?
I take Manjaro. It's diabetes medication for me.
Oh, okay.
So you got diabetes and what's the other one you said? Scoliosis?
Scoliosis, I think.
I got scoliosis. So I have the big three in my back. I have scoliosis, I have sciatica, and I have stenosis.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
See, I only got one, the sciatica.
I wake up okay. By the end of the day, I can't walk.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I wake up, I can walk. At the end of the day, I can't walk.
How many total things are there?
How many what?
You gotta hold on 1 second, y'all. Justin, you're gonna have to take your YouTube off because we got a feedback. Oh no, you didn't have to leave.
No.
He probably didn't push the wrong one.
Hey Justin, if you're still listening, when you click on the link, Justin, to come in, and once you come in, close out the original YouTube app on your phone, but keep the StreamYard, keep the link app open.
Yeah, I think that's where he.
Hopefully he's still on and can hear us, because I definitely want to hear what you got to say. So,
I'm trying to get this
disability
because
right.
So you got how many? You say you got the big three. How many are there total?
I don't know.
I know we're talking about child support, but I'm just asking.
I don't know. I just got the 3 big S's for my spine. I mean, I also got arthritis, so it's a lot. My hands are jacked. I can't put it in front. My hands are jacked. So,
oh man.
But I make good money at my job where I work from home. So I be like, it ain't nowhere near what I could get on disability. So I keep on working.
Right.
But if I get to that point, do what I have to do. Yeah.
Hey Justin, if you can hear me, I agree with Nichols Journeys Extra. Come on back.
Yeah, come back, Justin.
Yeah,
come back.
I think what he took it as when you say go off YouTube,
I didn't mean for him to completely. Hey, if you're on here, I did not mean for you to come out of StreamYard. That the link. I wanted you to come out of YouTube because it sends a feedback and we can't hear you that well. Yeah, that's all. I'm sorry.
So getting back on child support, I'm just trying to figure out how if a parent is alive,
mm-hmm.
they gonna chase and give this child his unowed money, which makes sense, until he's no longer here. But then after the parent is gone, it disappears. Mm-hmm. It seems like, I mean, obviously there always quote unquote should be and not, but there should be some type of system in place where this child. My question is, I don't know.
Wait a minute. What if the main parent, the guardian, passes away? What happened to that child support then? Does it go to the next guardian? They roll over? What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know it does. Like it does stop with child support when they get to a certain age. Their rears is still gonna be piling on. Them rears, that's like interest. So that's piling on there. But there is a cut. So like this man then paid, all his back child support and the rears, then, it stops. It doesn't just continue forever. There is a stopping point where this is the set amount where they're at.
Hey, let me walk Justin through this. Hey, Justin, are you on? His mic is muted, I think. Can you hear us, Justin?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. You just had to get off YouTube and just stay on the streaming platform. Hey, man, thank you for coming on the show. I'm just curious, man. So there's a whole lot going on up here, but boy, you started the party when you said that they were trying to get you for kidnapping.
Yeah. So my child's mom, she left my kid with me for like 3 weeks, talking about she was finna go to the military. That's what she told me. So I had her, and at the time I was working overnight. at my job. I was working at Walmart overnight. And she called me out the blue and told me I want my child. So I was like, well, you gotta wait until I get off if you want to get her, because she had the babysitter. Well, tell me who the babysitter is. I go over there. I'm not doing it. Because at this time, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like my daughter was only at this time, she was probably like 10, 11 months. So so after that, I was working in South Haven. I stay in Memphis, but I was working in South Haven. So South Haven police came into the store and asked me, and they asked for me, and they told me that I needed to produce the child by a certain in like 30 minutes, or they was gonna arrest me for kidnapping. So then my babysitter, she stayed across the street from me. So when I pulled up to my house is surrounded by police cars. And when I get out the car, I'm guns pointing to me, everything. Where's the child? Where's the child?
So hold up, man. Time out. I gotta make sure, because I
Wait,
don't want you to
hold
get
on,
too
hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You at the store, and the police that rolled up there said you got 30 minutes to produce the child. So you leave work within that 30-minute time frame, but when you get to point B, because the store is point A, the police are already there with the guns drawn, waiting on you, talking about produce the child, and the 30 minutes hadn't even elapsed yet.
Correct.
But then this woman said she was going to the military, came back out the blue, said she just want a child.
Correct.
That's my thing. How you been gone, missing in action for 3 weeks? Where you been, boo? First off, you've been missing for 3 weeks. You come back and you tell me I need to produce a child. You should have been going to court for them 3 weeks that she was disappeared. That's crazy. And then you just come back like you ain't been nowhere. Like you that's crazy. That's wild.
Not
That's
just
real
like,
wild.
Eventually I did go to court, but the thing about court in Mississippi, you have to get a lawyer just to get a court date. So at the time when all this stuff happened, there was money that I didn't have.
So you can't represent yourself in Mississippi?
Nope.
I mean, it's probably
when I tried to, they told me we can't put you on the docket unless you have a lawyer. The lawyer has to do that.
Yeah, Mississippi, it's a big money pool there. Good old Mississippi.
Damn. Hey, let's get these thumbs up, chat. Share this live out. Thanks, Grateful. Thanks for thanks for that coming, man. So boy, now.
Oh, you got swatted.
So and you came up, so I'm gonna ask questions, Justin. So is the child still with the mother?
Yeah, she's still with her for now.
One of the questions I have, and I wanted to ask, and now that I have more guests up here, I often wonder what stories get told to the children. And I think I may have started the live. I was saying that what stories, like disappearing for 3 weeks and popping back up and guns drawn on my father, do the child ever know those stories, or just the stories of you don't have anything to eat because your daddy didn't pay child support, or your daddy didn't do this? And there are some fathers out there that ain't doing ish. We know that, but man.
Well, I don't know what my child's mom tells her. Because me and my daughter, we are close. The only thing I know that she says is, like, if my baby mama called me and asked me for something, and I'd be like, go get it out of child support, because that's what I'm paying. She'll be like, she'll tell her, see, I told you your daddy didn't care about you. I get that a lot.
Wow.
But outside of that, I don't know what else she tell her.
Now, my question, and I hear exactly what you're saying. So I wonder, my question to you is, and I guess would be to myself, had I been faced with this, what am I going to tell this child, or how am I going to tell this child the truth? Because if I tell this child the truth, I'm risking the relationship with my daughter and her mother.
Well, I never said anything because, you know, one thing for sure is that child is not going to always be a child. So when they're younger, of course, you know, it ain't the only thing they can go by is off what's told to them. But once they grow up, like my daughter is 16 now, she sees the stuff that her mom do, and she sees the stuff that I do. So, you know, I don't have to tell her, I don't have to talk bad about her mom to her because she sees it herself.
But okay, so as for me, so my mom and dad divorced when I was a kid or whatever, and my mom never said anything negative about my dad. Never, you know, it's been times where he didn't pick us up. She would make some excuse of why he didn't, you know what I'm saying? But she never put any blame on him. As for what, if he didn't show up, if he didn't buy a gift, she would buy a gift and be like, oh, this from your daddy, or this, you know, never let us know how he really was. So I was like, oh, my daddy's perfect. Oh, he does so much for us and everything. And so I was so excited to move in with him when I turned 18. I was like, oh, yes, I'm going to move with my dad, blah, blah, blah. And then kind of find out, oh, she didn't sit up there and made me have this whole thought process of this man that just the world. And I'm like, he was not. And so you know, that was a whole nother story because he got married, all this kind of stuff. And so he didn't treat me the way that he was pretending to be when he would pick us up on the weekend. You know, we're thinking, oh, daddy just got it all. You know, we doing things, he buying us stuff. He did when he do come and pick us up. But all the times that my mom was taking care of us, I'm thinking, oh, my daddy does this. And he wasn't. When he was, you know, he paid child support and stuff. But she would like buy gifts and stuff and say this from your dad, or your dad had to work late when it was because he was spending time with his whatever woman he was with. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So knowing that when it came to my ex-husband with my daughter, I didn't want her to go with that hurt feeling of, oh, my daddy is all this, and then find out later, because it hurt me. It hurt me to think all this time I was thinking, this man, I done put him on this high pedestal and he wasn't, you know? So with my daughter, I was honest with her. Your daddy is making decisions not to come see you. And I know some people are like, no, I wouldn't talk bad about them. But it hurt. I feel like it hurts worse when you become this person that thought your dad was some way. And then you see it and you like, it's a whole different kind of hurt, you know? So, and it does, she's not close to her dad. She don't really have her dad in her life. And that's by her own choice. And she was like, look, I don't want him in my life, you know? And he asks about how's the grandkids? How did this? He haven't met the grandkids. My oldest grandbaby is finna be 5 years old. He's never met them. Now that he's paying child support because he decided to get a job, you know. But I was honest with her. I didn't sit up there and say, you know, oh, he just couldn't, and make excuses for him. I didn't do that. But I know how some parents are like, I wouldn't badmouth the other spouse or the other. But it hurt. I feel like it hurt me when I was adult. You know, I'm 18 and I done thought this stuff of my dad. And I'm like, oh my goodness. He was not all that. And that hurt. And it's still, you can kind of hear my voice. Toe me up. Maybe have some daddy issues. You know, because I'm like, this is not what the glamorized person that I was just so excited to go live with him. You know?
Well, you know, looking at what Nicholas Journey Extra said, it's okay, Miss CC, you did your part. And I think a lot of people mix up bashing with telling the truth.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I did with mine. I told
the truth.
Yep.
But sometimes when you tell the truth, it may come across as bashing.
Yeah.
But you're only telling what happened. And then you got those people where there is bashing and it's a whole bunch of lies.
Yeah.
You know, it's played both ways. And I don't even know what end of the spectrum I was on when I was involved in all this. It was a thing, Keisha. I don't know if you saw it. MC said, what if you're sovereign? And let me look at some here. From what I'm saying, sovereign, isn't that like a monarch or something? Or like
a sovereign city. I mean, a city,
Sovereign
citizen. I think they don't conform to the government. I think that's now. Don't quote me. But I think that's what that means. I'm not sure.
They don't. Well,
is that what that means?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yeah. I dated a sovereign.
Okay.
We should have known, Unique. We should have known.
Look, I told y'all. I've been married 10 times. I've been engaged 7 times. Look.
Is that like a lucky number? I mean, not in Vegas, but like in life.
Wait, 7?
Married?
No, 7. Oh. Anyways, damn that. I want to hear this story about the sovereign people.
About the dude I was dating that was sovereign?
I mean, yeah, I thought you were about to tell us something.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell y'all that story. Other than he used to crack me up riding his bike everywhere because he wouldn't get no license.
Okay, okay, I got you.
So he would ride his bike everywhere. See, you don't.
He said, but he was in good health though. He said he was in good health.
You don't pay taxes. He was in good health.
Hey, Crafty said
you don't follow no laws.
Crafty said that's how my story was with my mom and dad. When I grew up, I found out who my dad truly was. It did hurt, but now we have a good relationship.
Same.
Yeah. Well, you know what? My mama never badmouthed my dad, but we wasn't blind neither. You know, my dad gave us one gift. He gave us one. Well, actually, he gave me 2, but he gave us one gift for Christmas one time. This was the only gift I've ever gotten from him for Christmas, and it was a Super Nintendo. I'm sorry, it was a Super Nintendo. Y'all remember when they had the Nintendos and the game would mess up and you had to blow on the cartridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that one. It's like so. I did get that gift or whatever. I'm not saying he was a bad guy or anything like that. I'm just saying that, some people need to take account of, when you had these kids. First of all, never mind. We're going to move on. What's the next? What did Crafty say? Did she saying yes, Crafty?
Yeah, Crafty said that's how her story was with her mom and dad. They have a good relationship now. And that's what I was going to say. And that's kind of where I was going with Justin earlier. I understand the mom, but what type of relationship do you think you said? What I heard you say was that your daughter is now seeing for herself how her mother really is and how you are. So, and thank goodness, because that's usually not the case. There's a facade put on for the kid, and then so much. I'm a firm believer you could tell a kid so much negativity regardless to what they see. What's being said overpowers what they're saying. Your dad ain't this, your dad ain't that, your dad got that other woman across town taking care of her kids, and look at you. And the dad may be doing everything in his power to take care of the kid.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, my daughter, she saw for herself. She could tell. If I'm out there working 3 jobs and she know ain't no help coming in from her dad, I didn't have to badmouth him. I never badmouthed him because I ain't have to. She could see for herself what was going on. And then when he told her he ain't want to have nothing to do with her, I almost went to jail that day. I would have been in prison if we had lived close enough. Good thing it was 5 hours away from each other.
So what C was saying about what y'all were saying, you can't represent yourself in Mississippi. She was saying, what if you're a sovereign citizen? So you represent yourself.
I don't think Mississippi.
I don't think they care about that.
Well, they showed 50%. 50%, man.
That passion is valuable.
I'm sorry, y'all. I froze.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I got put on child support, when I first got put on child support, I wasn't working, and I was going to school. and they told me that I had to pay $150. They said that's the least amount that I have to pay if I'm not working.
Mhm.
And they would say once you start working, they told me up front, we can take up to 50% of what you make. So
Mhm.
then
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So they were saying that they would take 50% because you were in the rearage, or they saying
no,
that?
this was in the very beginning before the arrearage started.
Okay,
See,
okay, okay.
This was the first initial child support thing. Because they asked me was I working, and I said no, I'm in school.
mhm.
And they was like, well, since you're not working, you have to pay $150 a month. We don't care how you do it, it just need to
Right.
be paid.
Mhm.
And they also said now once you start working, um, that's when they're going to do a review,
Yeah.
and they can take up to 50% of whatever my income is.
Mhm.
I wonder is that
They told me
50%.
that.
I wonder is that 50% to go back and make up for the time that you didn't work, to make up for that, the loss, what they call.
No, because so when they did when I did start working and the child support started coming out, they did raise my child support up, but only they didn't take up to 50% of what I was making, but only like $30 went to back child support. The rest of it was current, went to current child support.
Mm.
That's to be one of the questions. I mean, it's several that came out this whole live stream. One of the questions is what happens when there's a unforeseen issue. Obviously, I don't think that answer is there, because I mean, you may have to pay 50% if you're in this state. You can't represent yourself if you're over here, and all. This is just one big mess.
Mhm.
It was it.
Like
In my crooked letter.
my child support case now is kind of all over the place because at one point she moved to Tennessee.
Mhm.
So now she moved to Tennessee and she started getting benefits in Tennessee. So then Tennessee kind of like took over the case, but then she moved back to Mississippi. So now it's what they call a interchangeable case or something like that. So, because at one point I was constantly paying Mississippi, and Tennessee was sending me, information in the mail saying that I need to pay for child support. So then when I contacted them, they had to contact Mississippi to see what it was that I was paying.
Wait a
So they
minute, hold
can
on, pause. You saying you paying in two states? You paying in two states?
They were
no,
trying to get them
they
paid
was
too.
trying to get me to pay in two states. It was kind of like this.
Oh,
So once I told Tennessee that I was paying in Mississippi, then they said they had to contact Mississippi to see what it was that I was paying to apply to my case. So then vice versa, when it started coming straight from Tennessee and I stopped paying Mississippi, then Mississippi started doing the same thing. And so then when I contacted Mississippi, it was the same stuff. I'm like, well, I'm paying in Tennessee, and they was like, oh, well, we gotta contact Tennessee to see what it is that you paying and all that.
Well, I wonder
So it's
what it's
kind of
like.
all over the place.
I wonder what it's like if this person leave Mississippi, go to Tennessee, and after 2 weeks or a month decide Tennessee ain't for them, but then they go to Kentucky and that ain't for them, then they're in Florida.
Mhm.
The hell you do then? You got to chase the person all over the country?
Right.
Because now you got 5 states that could say you're yours.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
It's
Well,
a
thanks for
mess.
having me up, y'all. I got to get back to this inspection.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank
All right,
y'all.
bye-bye.
CC, before you decide to get out of here, you so going back from not only child support that you experienced with your children,
Mhm.
you're still having situations from your child support case, not the case that you filed for, but the one going back, or not necessarily child support, but the image.
Mhm.
Mm. Good.
Mhm.
Well, all right, you guys. I guess we're gonna kind of wrap it up because we at the 2 hour mark. Ain't nobody ever gonna watch this replay if we keep going.
Hey, they
I
may,
don't know. This
they
kind
may
of
jump
juicy.
all up in there to see.
Okay. Well, hold on. What they saying? Nichols said, man, them folks in Mississippi owe us $800 a while ago. Well, hold on. What folks? I missed something. Did I miss something? Send the Seneca. Hold on.
Mm.
I don't know. Hey, did we miss one up
Yeah,
above it?
the Nichols said, first of all, going back to Grateful Heart, she said, thank you all for your transparencies. It's so appreciated. And Rod, he would have to keep up, the Nichols say he would have to keep up with the moves, and one state doesn't keep up with the other one doesn't report it. So really it won't be a problem if she don't report child support. It's like she was never in that state. Okay.
Right.
And then the Nichols Journeys Extras say, man, those folks in Mississippi owe us $800 a while ago. I don't know if that's from a different state, so I kind of got confused with that one. Thank you all for your transparencies. Is truly praying God will and can work all things out. In the end, remember, troubles don't last always. Thank you so much. Grateful Heart, 116 minutes, says the Nichols. The child support people got you. Okay, I'm loving every minute of this, Rod. Thank you, appreciate it. This is Just Asking for a Friend's channel. I'm just a special guest in her crib today. So.
Now I do want to say this, kind of going back to the thing about the stimulus checks. They took mine for child support.
Wasn't it 3 checks though? Did you get all 3 of them?
It was like 3 checks. I think I got 1 out the 3.
Oh, they said
the other one went. No, the other one went, and the one that I got was like the lowest one. The 2 highest ones
they took like $300 or $600.
It was like 300. It was like 300 or 400.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And they that's the only one I kept. But then
they always catch that check so fast.
That's when I knew when I went to call. I was like, because I would just randomly call and check on that card to see. And when it said a stimulus amount, I was like, oh shoot.
Okay, I would have ran to get that money out of there.
I was like, come on, kids, we're going shopping. Because I mean, shoes. You know, my kid was already a teenager and stuff.
So while I have 2 parents here, we have 2 parents here, I just have to ask. And I'm gonna start ladies first. See,
ain't it 4 parents? We all parents. 4 parents.
Yeah, we all parents. I was thinking, I was like, dang.
I dodged all these bullets somehow. I don't know how, but what did it feel like when you had to look at your child from an inner being? What did it feel like when you had to look at your child and say, I can't, because you felt it was an issue with the other parent?
Never did that.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I never did that because my thing was I didn't get to do a lot of things because my mom was like, well, I'm a single mom. And my whole thing about hearing that as a kid and couldn't get in this and couldn't do this sports and couldn't do this, I was like, this is not going to be for me. You know, when I became a single mom, I was like, my kid is not going to feel that. I'm not going to use those words of, I'm a single parent. I can't afford this for you. I worked 2 jobs. I did whatever I could so they can have just as well as anybody that had 2-parent home. So, you know, I hustled to get them anything that they needed, any sports, anything they wanted to play, they were in it. So,
yeah, I've never told my daughter no, regardless of everything that went on with me and the child support and her mom and stuff. I still never told her no. My mom was a single mom, but she wasn't a single mom. That probably don't make sense. My dad was there, but he was absent. So I was really raised by my mom.
Yeah.
And she did everything on her own. And I know it was a struggle, like, cause like all of us were in extracurricular activities. Me and my brothers and my sister, we were all in extracurricular activities. So when it comes to my daughter, when she wants to do those type of things, like when she tries to go to her mom be like, "No, you can't do it. If you won't do it, you gotta tell your daddy, cause I'm not paying for it."
But she
And you
getting
know,
child.
but she getting now let her tell it. She don't get no child support. That what she say. I know she getting it because it come out my check every week.
Mm-hmm.
So, because at first I was paying it on my own, and there was a whole bunch of back and forth. And I was like, you know what? I'm just have it come out my check. That way I ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
And but yeah, I just like even today, like my daughter, she called me yesterday and said, Dad, like she's in a play at her school, in a musical. They doing this musical or whatever. And she was like, "Hey, Dad, I need some bras." Now, most kids ain't finna go to. Most daughters are not finna go to their dad and tell them that they need a bra. So, my first question to her was, "Did you talk to your mama about that?" She said, "I talked to the parent who I need to talk to." I
Mm.
couldn't even argue with her because, like I said, she knows her mom. She sees her mama for who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And so regardless, and I don't want to see her, feel like she can't do this or she can't do that
Right.
because of, you know, the situation that's going on. Because the situation that's going on doesn't have anything to do with her. You know, me and her mom, we laid down and had that baby. You know, everything that come after that, that's on me, that's on her. So
Mm-hmm.
I deal with it the best way I can. I don't like the fact that I have to pay child support and have to do all this other extra stuff too, but I deal with
What I tell you what, man, and before Keisha ends is I usually when I do a live stream on my channels, I have my closing statement and I'll say, really commending what Justin just said. If you're a father and you are in a predicament where you may not be able to do it financially, put yourself in a predicament. I know Unique said you can't eat memories, but if you have such a powerful influence on that child, they're not going to forget. Just like Justin's daughter came to him about bras,
Mm-hmm.
instead of talking to a female, she talked to the parent that she could talk to.
Right.
And that's the image, because sometimes I'm a firm believer in bad things happen to good people. Yeah, there's some bad people out there that should be doing right and not, but there's a lot of good brothers out there that are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they get accused or beat down saying that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So for the fellas out there, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, man, I don't salute nobody. I was in the military, and that's how you don't salute people, you salute a uniform. So shout out to the brothers out there that's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And to anybody that's not, it ain't never too late to step up to the plate. And I ain't trying to say no rhyme. I'm just being real. It's
Right.
never too late to step up to the plate.
Right.
Well, all right, you guys. I appreciate you. Well, let's say Unique because she's gone, but Cece and Justin for coming up. I really do appreciate it, and you guys telling your stories. Like Grateful Heart says, I love the transparency. Um, CC always CC always keep it 100. So, um, but yeah, I appreciate y'all coming on, and I appreciate everybody in the audience. I appreciate you guys watching and taking time out of y'all busy schedule to spend some time with us tonight. And with that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead on and end it, you guys. CC, you want to say something about your channel?
Yes. Come and check out my channel. I'm in zone 8B. I almost said 7, girl. I am in 8B 9A in Texas. It's time to get our spring stuff going. Come and check out my channel if you want to start a spring garden and follow along with me if you're in the south part of Texas or in those zones. So
All right. And you guys, I co-host with Rod. This week it was on my channel. Next week it will be on his channel. Stay for the preview so you guys will know what the next episode of the classroom will be about. And I appreciate everybody coming.
Thank y'all for tapping in.
Next time on the classroom, behind closed doors.
Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job. I'm working till everything fall in place. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like oh yeah, beanie up Scotty, we going up crazy. Yeah, me and my posse. When it's time to get it, we body to body. Cause bodies get left when we leave the party. Don't get me started, don't make me get out of character. That make you turn to a target. Dearly departed, making a scene like Martin. We up in the scores and the margins. Hey.
Next time on The Classroom, Behind Closed Doors.
Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the